In the vast, uncharted corners of the American Southwest, there are places where silence speaks louder than any human voice. Places where the bones of forgotten machines rest beneath layers of dust and time, where abandoned scrap yards stretch for miles, and where the desert seems to breathe as though alive. It is here, in this desolate world at the edge of civilization, that our story begins. They spoke of a creature wandering these wastelands, a creature no one could name, yet everyone feared. Farmers whispered about him in shaky voices, truckers muttered about him at roadside diners, children invented stories to scare one another, stories about a beast bigger than any pit bull, stronger than any wild animal, and faster than fear itself. At first, people assumed it was a myth, a desert legend, a tale invented to explain the strange tracks found near old industrial sites. But the truth was far more extraordinary, for the beast was real, and his name was Titan. Titan was unlike anything the desert had ever birthed. He stood 4 feet tall at the shoulder, with muscles sculpted like living granite. His fur carried a rugged blend of storm gray and desert bronze, reflecting the harsh land that shaped him. His chest rose like a fortress, broad, scarred, and powerful, and every step he took sent vibrations through the sand. But his eyes were the most striking of all. Amber, glowing, intelligent. Eyes that looked not at the world, but through it, as though he saw a reality that humans never could. Titan moved with a purpose no man understood, a purpose written in his bones, in his breath, in the ancient instinct burning inside him. He wandered the wastelands not as a lost beast, but as a sentinel, a guardian of secrets older than civilization. The 2 humans who would walk beside Titan did not arrive as heroes. They came as researchers, or perhaps wanderers, driven not by glory, but by questions. The man was 32, dressed in a weathered green jacket, jeans stained with weeks of travel, boots scuffed from desert stone. He had tired eyes searching for truth in a world that offered none easily. The woman was 28, wearing a red hoodie and black cargo pants. She carried a notebook filled with sketches and strange field notes, documenting every unusual sighting from Arizona to New Mexico. They came seeking answers. They did not expect to find Titan. Yet when Titan stepped from behind twisted metal piles in the scrapyard, massive shoulders rolling like tectonic plates, breath steaming in the cool air, amber eyes glowing, something in the man and woman changed. A silent recognition passed between them, something ancient and instinctual. Titan did not bark. He did not growl. He simply watched them, judging them, measuring their intentions. In that moment, they were trespassers in his domain, but he spared them. He turned his head toward the distant canyon and growled, not at them, but at something hidden in the shadowed depths of the stone labyrinth. He began walking. They followed. Thus began the journey. The canyon felt alive. Winds whispered warnings. Stones echoed footsteps not their own. Titan's fur bristled as though charged by the very air around him. Something watched them from above, a dark, twisted creature with limbs like broken branches and eyes glowing with unnatural blue fire. Titan faced it head-on. The beast descended the canyon wall with unnatural speed, screeching through jagged teeth. The man and woman froze, terror gripping their lungs. But Titan lowered his head, massive neck swelling, and unleashed a growl that shook dust from the rock face. The creature hesitated, then lunged. Titan moved faster, a blur of muscle, power, and primal fury. It was the first confrontation, the first of many. And as the creature fled deeper into the canyon, they knew this was no ordinary encounter. Something ancient was stirring, something that recognized Titan and feared him. Their journey carried them across lonely highways, where Titan's massive silhouette stood tall against the sunrise. It carried them to remote gas stations where old men whispered stories about monsters near the old mines. Stories that sounded too detailed to be lies. Creatures with glowing veins, clawed limbs, and hunger in their eyes.
The cave air trembled with growls.
This was no ordinary creature. This was the Alpha. Two apex predators. One cavern. In that moment, the true fight began. Titan faced the Alpha with fearless eyes. The cavern shook under their strength.
But the danger grew with every second.
The clash of titans had only begun. Titan's strength outmatched even the collapsing Earth. But the Alpha refused to let its prey escape. Titan chose to stare between us and death. He bought us time with pure courage. But Titan was not finished yet.
We were safe for now.
Oh God, what was that? I don't like this place. Titan sensed more threats in the dark.
More creatures had come, drawn by Titan's power. The mill carried echoes of something sinister. But these were scouts, not the real threat. Titan sensed the enemy closing in. They surrounded us. But Titan never backed down. The hunters became the hunted. No barrier could stop Titan. But the Alpha was not gone, and Titan knew the battle had only begun. The forest awakened, and so did the hunt. The Alpha had crossed this river hours before. Another creature stalked us from the shadows. Even the smaller monsters feared the Titan. Titan led us toward higher ground. The Alpha was getting closer.
This place hid secrets and danger.
The Alpha had passed through recently. Going inside meant risking everything. But Titan never hesitated. The mines had become a monster's nest. We were surrounded. Titan protected us with everything he had. The Titan fought with unmatched fury.
He tore through the mine,
like a force of nature. The Alpha was hunting us again.
We needed to send a warning to the outside world.
Titan felt something approaching. Night brought a new wave of creatures. And the Alpha had finally found us again. The Alpha had returned, stronger than ever. The pack closed in around us.
Titan prepared for the siege.
No creature dared cross his path, yet.
But the Alpha waited for the perfect moment. The lesser monsters were sent first. None could stand against Titan's power. And then, the true enemy revealed itself. This was no simple creature. This was a ruler. Nature itself. Nature itself trembled. Titan struck with unstoppable force. Each blow reshaped the battlefield. The storm crowned Titan in light. Titan's strength defied belief. But the Alpha was relentless. The final phase of the fight was near.
Titan fought not just for us, but for survival.
This was the moment everything would change. Titan unleashed his full power. But the Alpha lived and would return. The Titan had survived, but the battle was far from over.
We needed shelter and answers.
The old ranger station held clues about the creatures.
Everything pointed toward one final destination, the rift. The Alpha was recovering too. Titan led us toward the rift. Nothing slowed the Titan's advance. Something ancient slept here. The path led below. This place was built for giants and monsters.
Even Titan tread carefully here.
Another guardian awaited.
Titan listened. Titan understood. At night, the desert seemed restless. Strange calls echoed across canyons. Titan's ears twitched at every distant rumble. He prowled beside the humans like a titan forged for war, ready to confront whatever stalked the darkness. Then came the forests. Deep, fog-wrapped, ancient. Trees taller than towers loomed overhead, their branches twisted like skeletal arms reaching for the sky. Here, Titan became more alert, more intense, more focused. Something powerful lived inside this forest, something that wanted Titan dead. The first cabin encounter revealed the truth. Inside those rotting wooden walls lived a horned humanoid beast, its glowing eyes slicing through pitch-black darkness. Titan lunged before the humans could even scream, placing himself between them and the creature. This was no random monster. These beasts were searching for Titan. They wanted him exhausted, cornered, outnumbered. But Titan fought with purpose. Purpose written into every scar on his massive frame. Even after the cabin collapsed under the weight of battle, Titan pushed the humans to safety with his shoulder, guiding them with instinctual gentleness. For Titan was not just a warrior, he was a protector, from forest to Firewatch Tower, from Firewatch Tower to riverbanks, from riverbanks to abandoned lumber mills, from mills to ancient stone ruins. Each step revealed pieces of a puzzle older than the world above. The creatures weren't appearing at random. They weren't acting chaotically. They were hunting, tracking, driving Titan towards something hidden far beneath the Earth's surface. The Alpha. The humans heard it before they saw it. A roar deeper than thunder, louder than storms. A roar filled with hatred, wrath, and ancient history. Titan froze. His fur rose. His chest expanded. His tail stiffened. The Alpha had found them. A monstrous creation of evolution and nightmare, towering high above any beast Titan had faced. With armor-like plates and glowing red veins spiraling across its body, the Alpha radiated power. Titan stepped forward. The storm broke overhead. The earth shook. The Titans collided. Their battle was a storm of its own. Claws, muscle, roars, and shockwaves that rattled the very bones of the world. Titan dug trenches into the soil with his paws. The Alpha smashed boulders with its fists. Lightning illuminated their forms as they clashed again and again. Even exhausted, Titan refused to fall, and when the Alpha retreated, wounded but alive, Titan stood tall beneath pouring rain, breathing heavily, but victorious. Yet he knew it was not over. Something pulled all monsters toward one place, a place hidden beneath ancient ruins, deeper than any cave system mapped by man, a place called the Rift. Through mines, tunnels, caverns lit by molten rivers, Titan and the humans descended into the Earth's forgotten heart. They encountered beasts of fire, guardians of stone, winged terrors awakened from centuries-long slumber. Titan defeated them all, not from rage, but from destiny. The deeper they traveled, the stronger Titan became, as though returning home after lifetimes away. Down crimson-lit hallways, past ancient carvings depicting titanic guardians. Through the gate that sealed away ancient creatures, Titan entered the Rift. The Alpha waited, but it had changed, evolved, grown, strengthened by the energies of the Rift itself. It towered higher than before, more terrifying than ever, veins pulsing like living magma. For one final time, Titan stepped forward. No fear, no hesitation, no retreat, just destiny. Their final clash shook the ancient arena. Stone cracked, light burst, echoes thundered across forgotten chambers. Titan's muscles roared with power. Alpha struck with ancient fury. It was the war nature had been delaying for centuries, and Titan won. Exhausted, scarred, but unbroken, Titan stood as the Alpha collapsed into the Rift, defeated once and for all. The humans followed Titan back to the world above, guided by the Titan who had saved not only them, but the balance between the world of man and the world of monsters. When sunlight touched Titan's fur once more, he stood on a hill overlooking the world, calm, majestic, unstoppable, a protector, a warrior, a legend. This is the story of Titan, the pit bull who faced monsters, conquered titans, and rose as the guardian of worlds.